Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they run into the ground just shy of midfield. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. The Cowboys at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Prescott from the gun. That is caught by Lamb. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
A gain of 17 yards. It's 4th down.
Now Prescott. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Bucky Irving. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught by McMillan. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Look at this Cowboy defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And boy, got a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. They juked him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
At the 30-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll run the draw with Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, They substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Baker going to give it to Irving. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Irving is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. They run out of the gun with Irving. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find it to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They try the left side here with Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. For the second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mayfield down. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find McMillan here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing, Mayfield. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here to the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. To throw is Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Prescott. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
The extra point.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Complete right side to Otten. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
To throw, Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 27 on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. He displayed a nice little hurdle there before he got taken down after.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Dak. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here now, 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Donovan Ezeraku. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. And not only do they get the interception, now they've got it 1st and goal and already in chip shot range here for a field goal to write it into this script.
Brandon, they have to be thinking to themselves, do we just run the field goal kicker out there right now? Most teams, though, tend to run a play or two, take care of the football, and then kick it on 3rd down.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the ground, this is Sean Tucker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you get a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage, you fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
A 20-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good.